So we've got the Charlotte Tilbury team here with the wonderful global lead artist Nelson. And you've worked on lots of red carpets, lots of celebrities, so he really knows his stuff. And today you're going to be creating the
So I'm going to
vintage
recreate
vamp?
the vintage vamp, yeah.
Yeah, one of Charlotte's iconic looks.
So I'm just going to start. I already prepped the skin a little bit, and I use the Magic Cream and the Wonder Glow. And then I use actually the Light Wonder Foundation. And then I just use a little bit of powder just underneath the eyes to like keep a little bit matte. And then I also did like a softer eye with the Vintage Vamp palette, but I'm just gonna add a little bit more, and I'm gonna start with the prime. So if I do the prime and then apply a little bit all over, so this is prime your eyelid, and then I moved into the enhanced shade. And you can kind of go from the outer corner of the eye and just go back and forward into the socket like a windscreen wiper, just to add a little bit of definition. And then I use a little bit of the smoke shade just around the lash line. I kept it quite soft because I'm going to do the lip a little bit stronger. So I'm just going to blend a little bit underneath the eye. It's going to be this way. And then I'm just going to use the final with a pop shade just with my finger, and then I'm just going to pop a little bit into the eyelid just to add a little bit of sparkle. And then I'm going to use the Rock and Cold eye pencil. And if you turn this way for me. So I'm just going to go around the lash line and then do like a soft liner. Then I'm going to repeat on the other side also. So I'm just going to frame the eye a little bit. And just before I do the flick, I'm just going to sharpen. And then if you look straight for me, I'm just going to do like a dot where the highest point of the flick should go. And then I'm just going to line up. If you look straight, sorry. And then if you make any mistakes, you can use like a Q-tip with a little bit of eye cream.
Okay, we've got a question coming in.
Yeah.
Which shades should be used to lift dropped eyelids?
Like if it's like the crease eye.
Yeah, so if you have drooped hooded lids.
So you could use, it depends, you could use like a chocolate brown color, like on a vintage vamp, you could use like the smoke shade to kind of like add a little bit of depth. So you can kind of like blend away the outer corner of the socket, so it like pushes in, and then you just highlight a little bit with the prime shade just on the inner corner of the eye to open up a little bit, so it'll be quite easier to just use these colors. So I'm just gonna finish again. And then I'm just gonna flick a little bit. And then I'm just gonna clean up a tiny bit. And then I'm gonna add lashes of mascara with the Legendary Lash. If you look down for me, I'm just gonna bring from the root of the lash and just push it in, just to build up the layers. And then I'm gonna repeat on the other side. And it's good to add lots of lashes because it just opens up the eye and widens a little bit more. Just clean a tiny bit. And then I'm just going to bring on the lower lashes a little bit also. So then I'm just going to use Pillow Talk. And I'm just gonna frame the lip a little bit. And I'm gonna start from the outer corner and just go right up to the cupid bow. And you can apply a little bit all over, just to create like a base.
Another question from Sarah. What's the best way to apply mascara on the lower lashes without it clumping?
I think when you do mascara like on the lower lashes, you can use a little bit like a powder just underneath, so it doesn't like stick on the skin, and you can use like a Q-tip or like the end of the mascara just to pull into the lashes, so it kind of like cleans up a little bit so it doesn't clump with the product.
And another mascara question. Which mascara is the best for volume?
I would totally use Legendary Lashes because it just amplifies the shape of the lashes and it kind of volumizes. So it will give you almost like a false effect, like using false lashes. And then I'm just gonna use Showgirl. If you smile a little bit, open a little bit.
So we've got a lipstick question. What's a classic lip colour that's universal for everybody?
I would say like Bond Girl from Bond Girl would be really nice because like a brown, pinky brown, so it will suit almost everyone. Or like a Rising Star would be quite nice also.
And a question from Hannah. Is it always necessary to use lip liner before using a lipstick or stain?
I would use lip liner, yeah, because lip liner will kind of frame your lips and also like creates a barrier around your shape, so it kind of prevents for the lipstick to bleed if you use lipstick, or if you use a little bit of gloss, so it kind of doesn't bleed over. So I would always use a little bit of liner, and it kind of helps to like perfect the lips. So yeah, I would always use a lip liner. You smell a bit. So I'm just gonna clean up a tiny bit here. A little bit more. So this is like a matte texture, so they feel almost like quite velvety, and they like helps to like plump up the lips, so it looks great.
Can you just repeat what lip colour you used?
Showgirl, that's the one. So it's like a pinky brown, so it looks great. And I think that's pretty much. I probably use just a tiny bit of powder, just on a T-zone. It's pretty much done.
That is so beautiful. So much love for the vintage Vamp look today. Everyone's saying how stunning it is, and it really, really is.
Look,
it's so
yeah.
gorgeous, really wearable. So that's your Christmas party inspiration.